Hey, let's do it, man. It's time to lock them motherfucking gates. Let's turn this
Man, what's going on, man? It's your boy E. Will. We back with another episode, man, Lock the Gates podcast. So look, let's talk about it. The predictions for the 2024 Tennessee Titans, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'll probably predict about 9 wins. Maybe 8. I'll say 8 to 9. And that's being on the humble side. Because I believe we do. We got a lot of stuff to kind of fix, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a new head coach. We got a new defense coordinator. You know, I'm going to go 8 or 9 wins. Now, look. I sit up here and I watch, Nick Wright, and not even just that, man. It's a whole lot of national media people just talking about how sorry the Titans is. And listen, last year, y'all, the roster we went into the season with, trash. I said it myself. We were not going to be very good last year. The crazy part about that was we ended up 6-11. But that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is we really could have ended up 10-7. We could have ended up way better than that because of so many close games that we lost. We lost so many one-score games. It was ridiculous last year. So, I mean, to sit up here and come back the next year, okay, you got people like Nick Wright, man, talking about, the Titans going to get the number 1 pick next year. Well, you better hope the Titans don't get the number 1 pick next year. Because if we do, then that means 2025, we probably definitely will be hell to deal with. But I'm going to tell you right now, we're not getting no number 1 pick next year. I don't even see how you can try to put the Titans under the Denver Broncos and all these other teams who don't even have a quarterback in the building. Patriots, people don't even have a quarterback in the building. But you put us behind them? And then on top of that, man, you got people like Nick Wright talking about, oh, they're poorly ran. Poorly ran, why? Let me tell you something. I'm 30-something years old. And I've been watching NFL since I was a little bitty boy. It's a whole lot of teams that ain't went to the NFC Championship game. It's a whole lot of teams that ain't went to the AFC Championship game. Let's just be honest. I sit up here, man, I've been watching football my whole life. I'm 30-some years old. It's the same teams in the Super Bowl that get there every year. So you mean to tell me, out of 32 NFL teams, there's probably 10 teams that's being ran correctly. So the other 22 organizations are trash. All of their owners have absolutely no clue about what they're doing. Because since I've been alive on this earth at 30-something years old, I've never seen Minnesota Vikings in the Super Bowl. I've never seen the Cleveland Browns in the Super Bowl. I've never seen the Houston Texans in the Super Bowl. I've never seen Jacksonville Jaguars in the Super Bowl. I've never seen, who else have you not seen in a Super Bowl? Never seen, some teams I actually have seen. Chicago Bears been in the Super Bowl. Green Bay Packers been in the Super Bowl. Since I've been alive, Pittsburgh Steelers, New England Patriots, Denver Broncos been. Never seen the Raiders in the Super Bowl. Never seen the Raiders in the Super Bowl. I mean, come on, man. People talking like the Titans, the only team that ain't been in a Super Bowl, but we done been in AFC Championship games. It's almost like the Steve McNair and Eddie George days don't count for us. I don't know what it is. Those days don't count. Because people say the Titans organization is ran poorly. I don't see how. Why? Because we had a trash GM? Come on. I mean, come on. That ain't got nothing to do. That ain't got nothing to do with Amy. I mean, come on. I mean, look, man, the way I look at it, most owners, they don't have time to sit up and co-manage their football teams. A lot of them owners hire GMs and head coaches for a reason. They hire the GM to build the roster so they don't have to do it. That's part of the gig. That's part of why that's why GMs make the money they make. That's why it's so important to get them right. Because as an owner, I don't want to have to come in there and tell you to trade A.J. Brown or not. You as my GM and a coach, Y'all know what y'all want this team to look like. Y'all know A.J. Brown probably better than I do. Y'all know what talent is better than I do as an owner. That's y'all job. So when I see people like Nick Wright make stupid statements, like the Tennessee Titans is poorly ran, which, let's just be honest, I believe he feels that way because there's a woman running this organization. You still have those men out there in the corporate world that don't want to see women running organizations. Let's just keep it real. Houston Texans 10-7 last year. McNair, they was dogging him the past 3-4 years when the Texans was going 3-13. They was talking crazy about their owner. Talking about he don't know what he doing. He don't know it. But now the Texans 10-7, because they GM that came in and made some moves and got C.J. Stroud, got a franchise quarterback. Now, all of a sudden, they're the biggest threat in the league. Now they're the darlings of the league. That's cool. That's cool. But you gonna say McNair was a bad owner? Just 4 years ago, you were saying he was a bad owner. He didn't know what he was doing in Houston. But that's just how they change the narrative on you every year. It's mighty funny that for the second, they wanted to start it to respect the Titans when we had Mike Vrabel. But I guess because so many people loved Mike Vrabel when Amy fired him, now it's, oh, something's wrong with the organization. Are you sure? Do you know why me and my last girlfriend broke up? Were you in our relationship? No. Just because she looked like a nice person when we was with you, don't mean everything was gravy over here. She was a nice person to me. So I believe there was a whole lot of stuff going on between Amy and Vrabel that people just don't understand. And once again, when you get rid of Mike Vrabel and there's 7 jobs out there open, why didn't he get a job? I don't want to hear the excuses. Oh, it wasn't the right fit for him. Forget that. If you're a great coach, one of them 7 jobs should have been yours off the rip. Off the rip. It shows me Mike Vrabel he's still trying to play in the Stone Age. He's still trying to play in the Stone Age. You know, I was watching the pivot today, man. Derrick Henry, man. Shout out to my boy D. Henry, man. The king gonna always be the king, man. You know what I'm saying? Which, by the way, we need a new king in Tennessee, man. It's going to be up to the fans, man. We got to appoint a new king, man. We're going to keep this thing going, bro. This is going to be a Titans tradition. We're going to bring up a new king in the city. Who is the new king? Is it going to be King Levis? We got to appoint a new king, man, in Titans Nation, man. We came up with that king. We're not going to let the national media act like they came up with King Henry. We came up with King Henry. But anyway, back on the topic. We'll talk about that on another video. But, I mean, come on, man. Look, when you sit up and you look at it, Derrick Henry made it very clear. He said he went to the Baltimore Ravens because they serious about winning the championship. That's the king talking, man. They serious about winning the championship over there. He was right. I'm not going to put that on Amy. But they are in Baltimore. They serious about winning championships. Ozzie and them serious about winning championships over there. John Robinson wasn't serious for real about winning no championship, man. These dudes was getting their bread. There ain't no way as a coach or a GM I'm going into last year with the roster we had. Come on, man. YMCA players. The most undrafted free agents on the roster. And yeah, I know we deal with injuries. But even as depleted as our roster was, it should never get that depleted to the point where we got no talent on the field. So, yeah, it was cool to have Vrabel and them. You know what I'm saying? Vrabel going to coach his ass off. That's what he do. But at the same time, I'm not coming as a coach. I'm not coming in the season with this roster. I don't care. I'm not coming in the season with this roster. Period. So, look, I don't care what nobody say. I heard what D. Henry said in that interview, and I agree with him. Rand Carthon come in. Hey, to me, I don't know how you show that you're serious about winning when you look at this man with the moves this man that made this offseason. I don't see it. Like I said, Rand Carthon is showing you he's trying to win. And he ain't trying to win 3 or 4 years from now. He's trying to win right now. So at the end of the day, I mean, Amy obviously is on board with what he's doing. And it's kind of crazy because in the interview at the owners meeting, Amy was like, she was a little surprised at how aggressive Rand Carthon and Brian Callahan has been. You know, she said she was a little surprised at how aggressive they've been, but she's very excited. You got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive. Or yeah, we're going to be the dope man of the AFC South for 4 or 5 or 6 more years. Because see, I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. I'm a humble Titans fan. I know you got some Titans fans that want to yell out Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl, this and that. I'm not one of them fans. I be realistic. I understand why the national media has the look of us that they do because they see a new head coach. They see a new general manager. They not big on Will Levis. I get it. I understand that. That's no problem with me. That's no problem with me. But all I'm saying is you got to come with facts and you got to make sense. Because Tennessee Titans under Mike Vrabel was in the playoffs 4 out of 6 years. Tennessee Titans under Mike Vrabel went to an AFC Championship game and was the number 1 seed at one point, but lost to the Super Bowl contenders, Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, you talking about a Titans team, even back in the day, in 2000, Steve McNair was going to the playoffs every year, 2 AFC Championships, a Super Bowl. Got plenty of NFL classic games. So for people to just sit back like the Tennessee Titans is the worst ran organization, that's cap. I'm calling cap on all of that. Because like I said, I'm 30-some years old and there's still teams that I ain't seen nowhere near a Super Bowl. Still. Miami Dolphins. Come on, man. It's teams out there that ain't Jets. Come on, bruh. But all these teams get respect. All these teams get respect. They ain't been relevant in 20, 30 years. Hell, even the Dallas Cowboys. Hell, I was probably 1 year old when they won their stuff. But see, I still got respect for all them teams because all them teams making moves, man, to try to get where they trying to go. It ain't work out. Everybody don't draft Mahomes. Everybody don't draft Tom Brady. Everybody don't draft Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this division we in, do I think the Titans can win the division? Absolutely. It's going to have to all come together, though. Our coaching staff, everything's going to have to work like we hoping it's going to work. If some don't, it's going to be rough for us. But I'm not afraid of Jacksonville. I'm not afraid of Indianapolis or the Houston Texans. I'm not afraid of none of those teams. Are they good teams? Absolutely. They damn good teams. But I think my team good too. I'm just being real. Now, out of the 3, who am I worried about the most? Houston, of course. You know what I'm saying? Houston look damn good. They look real good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't cap on that. C.J. Stroud probably, he look like, I ain't gonna go too far. I ain't gonna go Hall of Fame yet, but he stay on this course, no injuries, or even if he do get injured, little light stuff, but if he stay on this course, hey, Houston gonna be dangerous for years to come. And I'm cool with that as long as we dangerous too. I don't have a problem with having battles. I'm not afraid of battles. I don't mind having battles with Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Houston Texans on every Sunday. I don't have a problem with that. As long as my team go out there and show heart and make Houston earn it, make Jacksonville earn it, make Indianapolis earn it. Because I'm going to be honest with you, the only team that get respect in this division is the Indianapolis Colts. And why is that? Because they have a Super Bowl. I don't take all that crazy disrespect from Houston fans, all that crazy disrespect from Jacksonville fans. They ain't won nothing. And we ain't won nothing either. So what we arguing about? What we arguing about? Ain't none 3 of us won nothing. Colts the only one in this division got a Super Bowl. They the only ones that can really pop off. Now, they Super Bowl a while ago, but still, it's a Super Bowl. It's a ring. They the only ones that can pop off. Houston, us, Jacksonville, we chasing. That's what it is. We chasing. So, look, this year, we're going to sit back and watch and see what happens, man. You know injuries come with the game, and I bar nobody gets hurt. I don't want to see AR get hurt again for the Colts. I don't want CJ Stroud hurt, and I don't want Trevor Lawrence hurt, because Trevor Lawrence hurt my damn fantasy team last year, and I'm a franchise because I ain't got no other quarterback right now, so he's going to be on there again this year until further notice. And I need for him to be healthy. But other than that, man, I mean, look, AFC South as a whole, we should just be glad that our division getting competitive again, because let's just be real. If you the Texans, if you the Colts, you the Jags, or you us, even when the Titans was winning the division, it was always, well, they division weak, they division trash. It doesn't matter who comes out of the division. But if the division is competitive, anybody in the division going to get more respect because of how competitive the division is. So I'm all for the division being competitive. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But it's just crazy when I hear people, these national media people, talking crazy about the Titans, man. Because I can say it right now, and there's no disrespect to my Houston Texan guys, man, because I got a lot of friends, Houston Texan fans. There's no disrespect to my Houston folks. But we didn't go 3-13. We didn't go 4-13 and all that. We didn't have number one picks. We ain't had no number one picks. If you get number one picks like that back-to-back year, you in the top 5 picks, you should be able to build your team back up relatively quick. But the Titans ain't never been sorry enough to have those 3 consecutive 3-win, 4-win seasons like that to get no top picks. We haven't. So, hey, I know people going to keep talking down on us, and they might have a reason to. Come week 8, yeah, we might be 0-8. Who knows? But me as a Titans fan, I'm optimistic, man, because I watched us get to an AFC Championship game, and I watched us get there, and I'm like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. We missing something. You know what I'm saying? I love Mike Vrabel. Love the job he did. Ryan Tannehill, listen, it was up and down roller coaster. He did great for us, but hey, I'm sorry. Ryan Tannehill was a majority of that reason why we could not get over that hump. Because there's just times where you're going to need your quarterback to throw that cape on. He don't have to do it all game, but there's going to come down a couple plays. He's going to have to throw that cape on, and Tannehill could never put it on. He could never get it right around his neck. He just couldn't do it. So, hey, I'm ending it with this. If the Tennessee Titans are successful this year, if we make the playoffs this year, then you can king Will Levis. I'm telling you right now. If we make the playoffs this year, you can king Will Levis. He going to be the reason we made the playoffs. I'm telling you that right now. If Will Levis is trash, then it's going to be a long year for us. And I say that just depending on how good the defense is. Because the defense can always keep you in games. So if your defense is good enough and you put Mason Rudolph, I know people don't like Mason Rudolph, but I'm going to be honest with you. Mason Rudolph is like Ryan Tannehill for real. He's a game manager. So if something does happen to Levis, I ain't going to throw us all the way down the drain, even if Mason Rudolph got to come in there, if the defense is playing at a high level. So, yeah, man, look, I'm excited as y'all are, man. I don't care what the national media talking about. I don't care what other fans talking about. If you a Colts, Jags, Houston fans, man, get down in the comments, man. Tell me what y'all think about the season, man. Like I said, man, hey, I respect all my opponents, man. And to be honest, I'm loving how the AFC South is shaping up, because it has been a down league the past couple years it's been down. The talent's been trash. We ain't really it's been a quarterback carousel. I'm just glad everything's starting to get solid. We got some young quarterbacks. We got some guys that can come out there and put up some game, and hopefully we make some classic games this year, man. So if you any of them fans, man, get down in the comments, man. Comment, man. Tell me what y'all think the season gonna go like, man, in the South, man. It's your boy E. Will, man, and I'm gonna hit y'all with another one, man, real soon. I'm out.